Right. Oh, you know it, Primal. It's always distorting time. Let me just share this to the Discord real fast and see if we can't finish this DLC tonight. Hopefully we can. I really want to see how what they do with the D-Rex. Okay. All right, complete assignments on Ancient Valley. That's where we should still be at, right? The Aqualops. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We got to go to the Ancient Valley, though. Curious on how you feel about most of the dimorphism models on many of the species we have. Honestly, there are some that I like because there are clear, distinct differences between the male and the female, like Triceratops, for example. Larger frill, longer horns, the horns are more curved. Um, in certain animals, they're more robust, more vibrant. Um, like Proceratosaurus, for example, the male version is more vibrant. The crest on the head is a little bit more pronounced. Same with Guanlong. And then you just have species like Deinonychus, which they all look the same. The only difference you could tell is that the males have a little tuft of like feathering or whatever you want to call it on the top of their head. Other than that, they got the same exact colors. The female may be a little bit more diluted. I feel like they actually could have done a little bit more better. It's like with some animals, they actually work on making them diverse because I guess maybe they know the direction of where to go. And then others, I feel like they just missed the mark. Like, I'm ignore it, like Sinoceratops. But then again, it could be I just don't like how that the fact that the female Sinoceratops is just so chunky. Open. Okay, so I should do this.
Ferocious predators aren't the only dinosaurs that appeal to the theme park going public. Smaller, more docile animals sell tickets too. I'd like you to create the park's next potential star. With a slight catch. This one needs an extra hook, as the marketing team described it. I think an experimental trait of some kind would do the trick.
I actually have the perfect animal in mind for this assignment. Small, docile, and I put good money on it being one of the cutest we've ever made. The Aqualops.
Hey, great idea. Plus, we can gather Aqualops' genome ourselves. And I do love sending out an expedition, partly to find out what they bring back, partly because I have an X on one of the dig teams, and it's way easier on both of us if they're on a different continent sometimes.
You know what? Right. And like I said, with some you could tell. Well, let me reword that. With some that looks like there isn't no dimorphism, it's usually in the size. But let's take these two for example. What I was really hoping they do is like this little fin sail thing that the Titanosaurus have. I was hoping on the male it would be a lot larger and more noticeable. Like it could still fold back, but even when like folded back, it'll look more noticeable than it does on the female. And maybe it does. I don't know, but to me, I don't see it. Like I do not see it. I definitely feel like their dimorphism should have been a lot more noticeable, especially because it felt like it was in the movie. It felt like in the movie the males had these larger fin sail things, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they have to run the models by Universal, and Universal's like, cool, release it, send it out. Like Mako said, they're packaging and they're selling it and they're selling it, but. Uh, Some of these models are hit or miss, even with animals like Cryolophosaurus. Cryolophosaurus is on the side of the dimorphism where it could have been a lot better. The male should have a more larger head crest. Like it should be more, well, by larger, it should have more width, almost fan-like. Let's see, what can we give you? Yeah, amicable, because I don't got time to not be able to trank you.
Ferris.
So if it's amicable, that means it doesn't. I don't have to really mess with its tolerance, right? It makes it likes, yeah, makes it able to happily quote, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't have to mess with its tolerance. There we go. Like, look at that. The difference between the male and the female here. I'm trying to see it. It looks a little bit larger. It almost looks like the female, the frill on the female. What do you call those? The hole. I don't want to call them the holes in the frill. But I think it's called finessere. I think. Like their frills are definitely differently shaped though. Yeah, the frills are differently shaped. It's subtle, and you might not catch it at first, but it looks like the male is a little bit larger, which in most cases it should be. The fins slowly go up and down a bit. So, and yeah, the Titanosaurs has that same animation how sauropods do when they encounter another one that they dislike. Oh, that little stomp thing they do. Yeah, no. It Titanosaurus with its whip-like tail and it still can't like defend itself. It's highly aggravated. Oh, we won't be using you. We will be using you for cheaper and faster synthesis. You're just a generalist. That we can give you a. We're gonna give you a rest. Give you a rest. Also, I find it very odd that on the Dilophosaurus, the 1993 skin is on the male instead of the female. Let me see. Do I have any Dilophosaurus DNA? Yes, I do. I want to see something. Does it have? No, and the male does not have a 2025 variant, which is wild. It really should have. It really should have, especially since they decided to give the female a larger head crest on this one, which is going to be kind of confusing because the male is, also has a large head crest now. Although this one has a little bit more length to it, but still. Whereas as you see every other Dilophosaurus, 2022 and otherwise, on the female variant, the head crests are smaller. I don't think they took that into account. And I actually wish they give the Dilophosaurus model the notch in its jaw that it's supposed to have because it had it in the movie. Those just fit with the head, Chris. Also discovered Compsognathus can't be made venomous with its genome. Really? Why not? I mean, they really is it because they don't really attack anything other than like goats and guests? I don't even have it unlocked, so I couldn't even look at it. But you can make it poison. I can make it poisonous. Maybe. I don't know. But that's odd because yeah, but it can be poisonous, which is weird because technically the compies in the Jurassic franchise are venomous because when they bite you, their toxins affect you, and that's what venomous means. Poisonous is if you touch it and you have an adverse reaction, and that's not what happens. The compies have to touch you. It's not you touching them. I don't know. That was weird. I think they got that mixed up. It seems like a weird nitpicky thing to want Frontier to fix. Like like in the grand scheme of things, like maybe that shouldn't matter. But I want venomous copies. I can't know with you. I want venomous copies. Desired population 4. Welfare specialist. Faster incubation. You two rest up, Jethro. All species can be made poisonous, and most can be venomous. Can we make T Rex venomous? Because I always want to have a venomous T Rex for the whole bacterial bite thing. At a cost. What's the cost other than it needs to eat and drink a lot more?
Absolutely adorable.
Callie. You have got to start using the park's language. It's not adorable. It's merchandisable.
Clever.
Kill them.
Well, either way, let's gather some data and round this assignment off.
Scan and Aquilops, and then ensure that they are visible to the workers. I do like the deep analyzer though. Only because I feel like I'm being very intrusive. What do you mean too close? You see how small this thing is? I need to be too close. This says ensure that it can be seen, but I don't know if I can place. Oh, I can. Okay. I have to take this long ass tunnel walk. Let's go into an existing building. Interesting. So it's not letting me put that there then? Is what it's saying? Let's go into an existing building. Oh, I'm trying here. I don't know what they want me to do.
By all accounts,
Oh,
a very stable genome. The park will be pleased with your work, but not as much as I am. Well done.
I just had to wander close to the tour. Works for me. That's the cost of drone. The
I've
drones are
just
neat.
been told
Imagine a
about
raptor being irritated by the drone jumping
situation
up to
in the
grab it out the
underground
sky and
lab.
destroy it.
I've set
These
this
are
as
the
a high
things that this
priority
game
assignment.
needs
Accept it, and let's see what we can do to help.
on main facility. Okay. Well, back to the main facility. But no, yeah, seriously, problem. These are the things that we need. These these would be the more emerging, oh, almost said emerging break, but these would be the more immersive elements to the game that we need. Like the drone should feel intrusive and certain dinosaurs should react to it. Should all of them get pissy? No. Like some sort of possibly be like, man, another little floaty thing, but they probably just think it's a big horse fly or something. Some, maybe like Diplodocus or Titanosaurus, will probably swat at it with their whip-like tails. That'd be hilarious. It'd make the whole thing of trying to find the right spot of like scanning them even more. I can't think of the word for it, but yeah, it should come at a cost of trying to scan those things, especially if you're trying to scan a T-Rex. T-Rex should immediately just try to bite it. And like you said, the raptor should try to pull it out the damn sky. I mean, they literally rip Pteranodon out the air if it tries to attack them. So why can't they do it to the drone? Like you are onto something there, and that wouldn't be a hard thing to do. I wonder if they even conceptualized that or thought about it and just said, There's a lot of things that goes into this, but let's see. Redacted. $5 million. We've been asked to help with a highly classified and dangerous animal. Oh, is this finally going to be the D-Rex, or is it going to be something else? So I'm sure it won't eat it, but definitely take a bite out of it before realizing it isn't the food. Right? Yeah. But it could be a nice little. Actually, it could be. It could go two ways. A nice little animation for like, let's say the T-Rex grabs it, realizes it isn't food, spits it out. Drone is destroyed. Right? You see it as a sparking, crushing, little mangled mess on the ground. And here's the second one. It does take a bite out of it, accidentally swallows it, and now you gotta now you gotta spend money getting the T-Rex looked at the vet, the paleo vet.
The underground lab has faced the same technical troubles that we
Ooh.
have. A highly classified asset needs to be
How's
moved
big
to
the
better
inventory
containment
now?
with some urgency, but the tunnel doors are failing below ground, which means
Nice.
we need to help move that asset above ground instead. I'm told that it's been given soporifics, so should be easy to manage.
I
What is it?
guess you're getting your wish to find out what this secret research actually involved.
Oh,
I'd
it
have
is the
preferred
T-Rex
just reading
thing.
a file.
Oh shit! It is the T-Rex. Oh, look at this cutscene. Holy shit! It opened the door on its own. You heard it here, guys. Book's purr is the official sound of the D-Rex. I ain't gonna lie, that was fucking perfect. As it opened the door, is looking around, and Book does the purr. I'm like, well, there we go. That's what it sounds like now.
What is that?
It certainly does inspire awe, among other things.
Polydactylism, hydrocephalus, skeletal abnormalities. But it looks strong. This is what you helped work on, Dale?
Yep. There it is. The Distortus Rex.
That animal should not exist, and the park knows it. That's why they hid it away. I intend to confront them about that creature later. For now, tranquilize it as soon as possible.
Alert, containment failure. Can they grab the helicopter? If I get too close, will he grab me? Come on, grab me. Grab me. He does not indeed grab me. Gotcha. I mean, I guess he have to change sides for that like he did in the movie. At least there's some actual new marking prints for his knuckle walk.
It didn't work. Why didn't the tranquilizers work?
We don't know the dosage. We barely know anything about it.
We know one thing. It did not like being shot at.
This is now an emergency. There's a secure area near the dam, but we need to get that animal over there.
The lights. There were red flashing lights on some of the machines. And it stared at him all the time. The ranger teams have flares.
And that's the plan. We need to take control of a ranger vehicle, grab the Distortus Rex's
Book is a
attention with a
cat
flare,
that
and then guide
can
it
that
to
be
that secure
confirmed?
area.
Yes, actually. Book
Not a
is
task for
definitely
the
at
Ranger
least 50% part cat. We are that much we are sure of. One,
What is book?
we're trying to assess how much of your genome is cat. Like, as you all know, Book purrs. How do you feel about string and yarn, madam? Matter of fact, no.
Crochet.
Yeah, she.
So
I
I
was
play
about to
with
say
yarn.
she crochets. So there we go. Look, we're boosting it to about 55% there. How do you feel about the pins with the little light on the end of them?
If I was a cat and I could definitely play with it, I would.
You know what? We're boosting
Yeah.
up to 60%. What? Primal says, "Where have you hidden the catnip?"
I don't know where the catnip's hidden. I can never find it.
Here, clear to the stores exit from the market area.
Hey, Primal.
All right, you freak of nature. We're gonna, instead of leading you to where the game wants to lead you, how about we lead you to the public so you can do some distorting? I want to see some kill animations.
It's working. Draw it deep into the secure area and we can lock it down.
Or we can make a detour. We're going this way. Uh-oh.
Let's see, what the hell is chasing you?
Oh, the Distortus from Rebirth. This way. I know a place with a whole bunch of people. You'll love it there. Yes. Oh. And that is the official sound it makes as it chases too. I don't know what's more frightening, the way this thing looks or the fact that imagine getting chased by it and it's purring like a cat. I think that would make it, oh, that would probably be a little bit even more unsettling. Oh God, oh no, I can't go that way. Oh, The vehicle was destroyed. Site failed. My plan to my plan to murder everybody was gone. Damn, the Dales thought about that. They're like, yeah, no. I need to see if can I remove those? If I can remove those, we're trying this again.
You're trying to murder everyone?
Yes, I want to see how I want to showcase how it eats people. The devs thought about that, like, as much as we know you guys want them and want the distort things, we're gonna put this blockade right here. Like, it knew that they knew we was gonna choose that other path and they blocked it off. I need to see if I can get rid of that. We're gonna feed it some snacks that scream back.
Oh my.
Snack that screams back. Humans. Oh no, park guests. I ain't gonna lie, it's taking a minute to reload this.
It's working. Draw it deep into the secure area and we can lock it down.
Oh, I can't exit out of it. Damn. So I possibly could delete that, but you can't exit out the vehicle. Is this what happened after the D-Rex broke out then? Like, somebody obviously lured it somewhere else? I thought it just went and started doing its own damn thing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. We seem to have lost track of the ginormous animal.
How did you lose it?
1 minute was behind me, and next thing you know, oh, there it is. Come on. It does quite a amount of unlock damage. There. Oh, he's trying to cut me off at the pass. No, you don't. You're following me this. Oh yeah.
There.
It's gonna get you.
Look, come on. Please open that gate. It still has to follow me. I thought, okay. Cutscene.
Complete destruction, barely avoided yet again. This facility is remarkable. Full of talented workers and pioneering work, but it exists on a knife edge, making creatures not suited for this world. How long? Really, how long can Il Saint Hubert avoid its own end? And how long before the dark secrets hidden here are dragged into the light?
About 20 or so years. Give it time. Yeah, about 20 years. I'm imagining this takes place in what 2005 ish. So yeah, about 20 years. Wait, and that was it? Wow. If we give it a viewing gallery, do they get to walk outside the enclosure? Oh well, well, we're done. I didn't think we'd be done so easily. I didn't know I was that close to being done last time I screamed it. If that was the case, I would have kept going. Wow. So yeah. Oh wow, look at the little models and like all the extra stuff. I like that. Showing the like I guess in due process is the textures and all that, the different cell designs. The one in the middle is my favorite. It has the most going on. The cell in the middle. You know
The
what? I
dude just ripped
appreciate
my
them
arm
doing that
off.
cutscene though.
Ugh.
Hopefully, this means going forward, we'll get more cutscenes in game like that. Like that whole sequence where I couldn't exit the Jeep and you have to do this specific thing like that. More of that actually. That last mission was more in the step of the direction I thought we was going to get in Evolution too. But as a whole,
Uh,
the
that's what's
DLC
wrong.
was okay. It was okay story wise. I'm not gonna lie, like the movie was a bit hard to follow, but like the movie, it didn't leave too much to go off of on. So I guess we can interpret what the hell happens from there. I like the one with the damage on his fin. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that one. The damage on the fin. Is that? Yeah, I think that's the one all the way to the right. Right. Wait. No, where is that one? I don't. Oh, did they not put that one in the? Oh, I thought that design was in here. But yeah, okay. Shit. We finished it. And we've only been streaming for like this. It's been 30 minutes. It didn't feel like it. It felt like 10 minutes because all I did was hop in, make some aqualops, change back over here, and got to do some distorting a little bit. It's at the top of the front half of its fin. Oh, okay. Now let's look out for it when it comes back around. Yes, Captain. What did you think of the DLC, Primal? Says at the front of the top half. Like model wise and all that, like well, now that I think about it, we didn't get to see the Mosasaurus. They completely skipped the Mosa. Odd. They showcase everybody else. D-Rex, Mutadon, um, the Rebirth Rex, the Spinos, but they didn't do the Mosa. Really odd. They it's even missing from here. Like, like the model was in the game, but it's missing from the cutscene. See, I'm gonna take this slight towards the Mosa as them openly acknowledging the lack of attention the aquatics get. Like, even if they can't fully interact with things, they should be able to swim in deep water, like in the deep water tool and whatnot. But you know what? Okay, that's done. Rebirth DLC. 6.5 out of 10, maybe 7. Only because I wasn't expecting it to end so soon. I was expecting just a little bit more out of it. And you know what? That whole bit with the D-Rex, that was fine and all. But I thought we was gonna have to go through just a little bit more before we, lure it away with the flare. That all happened so quick, but that also could have been on Universal's part because Universal undoubtedly was rushing them to get this out there. So I feel like maybe some things were cut. Well, with that said and done, the only thing left to do after this is to finally start doing some art showcases and whatnot. And I have one just in mind I want to get working on. Yeah, I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but a lot of people on the PC side of things have been making the movie maps. Nublar, Sorna, Matanzero, stuff like that. And I've been wanting to build a part similar, I don't want to say similar as to how they was in JW1, but I've been wanting to redo the whole building on the 5 deaths thing. And thanks to the wonderful modders of the island generators, we can do that. So expect a video coming soon for Matanceros. At least the start of it, like, it's going to be one debug. Do you think the rebirth mosasaur could attack something on the beach like a killer whale hunting a sea lion? I mean, if the Jurassic World mosasaur can literally launch itself up to grab the Indominus, God, I don't know the words, people. But if it can literally grab that behemoth, the rebirth mosasaur can definitely do the same thing. In a way, it'd probably be a little bit more graceful. It probably could use the tides to kind of slide in a little bit. The part is about it getting back into the water. That's the main gripe. Getting itself up there to grab whatever is after won't be the problem. It's getting back into the water, especially if it's trying to grab something kind of heavy or with some weight. So yeah, the rebirth mosasaurus could definitely do it. As to whether it should, I don't know.
You should know, I've decided to return to the park. But don't worry. I'll make sure that the Distortus Rex is back underground before I leave.
Wait, I think we should enclose it above ground. For research. See how it responds and behaves. Imagine the data we could gather.
Data? It's going to break out again.
Miss Halford, the Distortus Rex isn't a perfect animal, but it is an animal. As your last act here, please, let it live like an animal. Fresh air, stars, sunsets, just for a while.
Okay, I understand. On your head be it, but I'll see what I can do before I leave. Goodbye, everyone. I wish you all the best. I really do.
This research is crucial.
There goes another director of operations. A shame, too. She had a good heart.
Lily may be gone, but the work isn't. Plenty of assignments left for us to pick up, and I want to observe the Distortus Rex a little more.
Very true, the work doesn't end. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Plus, the heavily discounted snacks don't hurt.
Oh, we got the distorted statue. Let me just try to make it happy before it attempts to work out. Oh, but to reach 5 stars first. Okay, since it needs cover, what we're going to do is we're just going to switch all that out. That take care of that. I'm confused. Why is this wetland need going down? I don't get why the wetland need was going down. Is it like really particular about the type of wetland it gets? That's weird because it this is supposed to give it both, but it took it down, even though it was that was fucking weird. There, enough to keep you from breaking out. I like how it sleeps though; it hides his face. So one thing we do know is that the evolution games is its own canon. Damn, poor goat. Oh wow. Oh. But yeah, the evolution games are its own canon. Now the hard part is discerning if the opening game, I mean, the opening sequence to this DLC takes place right after the opening sequence of the movie, or is this all before the D-Rex broke out in the movie? Like, did the Snickers wrapper already do his damage? That's the only hard part to tell, but I guess you could kind of leave that up in the air. You could kind of say that maybe this is after the Snicker wrapper's disaster, or all still works out. I kind of want to say this is before the Snicker wrapper disaster because I mean, look at this place, right? We got everything in somewhat working order. We got our mutadons contained. The distorters got out, but it's now contained. Oddly enough, where it is, because I just realized this is the gas station. So where it is contained now is technically where it would have been in the movie when it showed up. Because there's that leads that to there. But where is that ramp, that boat ramp that they took to get out of? Because they took a boat to get out of here. From what I'm seeing, they didn't go. They didn't
He
go
just took
that
both my
way.
arms.
Even though that goes right onto the ocean, they didn't go that way. Even though I felt like that's the way they should have went. God, I might be required to watch Rebirth again because isn't this area the spot where what's his name, lured the D-Rex and they made it seem like he died? They lured him with the flare, but he didn't. He somehow lived. But then you die? Yes, but I lived. Type shit. Then we got this way over here. I mean, this dam is here for a reason because this would have been there in the movie. How the fuck did they get out of here then? It's like the T-Rex. It's like the T-Rex enclosure for Jurassic Park all over again. You're looking at it from one angle. Oh, okay. Then you look at it from another angle. Wait a minute. They definitely didn't use the crane to lower it all the way down there and swim. No. So they picked up old guy and then they literally just jet boated out of there. The fog works so nicely with it. You know what? It does, actually. It really does. Is there a ranger team nearby? No. But this is cool. That's where it broke out from. So inside there is where the Snickers wrapper disaster is. So damn. Now, well, I still want to say it could be either or. Now knowing that location is right here and this is the gas station, all that from the film, this is probably after the Snicker wrappers disaster. But due to Jurassic World Evolution 3 having its own, due to the Evolution games having its own separate canon, we were able to contain it just for a little while longer before the whole Jurassic World disaster happens. Because due to Evolution 1, we know for a fact that Jurassic World still falls in the same way it did in the movie. So I'm guessing that means somewhere after 2015, this place gets abandoned. Maybe a little bit beforehand, it still gets abandoned. The geothermal vents are no longer powering, the facility. Maybe, I don't know if they got shut down or if they just, as time went on, they just stopped working. All the animals got out, which would explain how the Mutadons got out of this science fictional containment unit. Even though I'm pretty sure it didn't exist in the movie, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah. God damn. Not in the way that we've come full circle. The lore is definitely worth exploring again. Because as I was at work earlier, I was thinking about the lore of the Evolution games and how I left that shit I just left it up in the air. I at least could have finished the lore for Evolution 1. But, man, now that we've come full circle, I think I've got a pretty good painted picture of the Evolution lore. And from at least the way that it's painted is 1993, you got Jurassic Park. The events of Jurassic Park happen, although slightly altered, because when they come back, the Velociraptors were still there, and they were all technically dead by the end of Jurassic Park. So in Evolution 1, in the Evolution canon, I should say, Jurassic Park, it happens, but slightly different. However they got away from the Raptors, they got away from the Raptors. They all come back probably 6 months to a year later, fix the park up, contain the Raptors, get everything, get everything moving. They make Jurassic Park a success, which means the Lost World technically doesn't happen. Jurassic Park 3 technically doesn't happen. In a way, it still can, but I forgot what I did for Lost World. And, well, no, Lost World doesn't happen because Jurassic Park open, so everybody knows about, the animals. Jurassic Park 3 can happen in its own weird sense. I think I did go over that. But pretty much you skip those two. In a way, Evolution really just retcons. It doesn't even retcon. It takes Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 and literally just rips them out of the canon. Because then after that, you segue into Jurassic World where Hammond passes it down to Maserati. I'm presuming on his deathbed. Maserati makes some alterations and totally revamps the park, which would, according to Evolution 2, what if? Well, I don't know. What's up, Whiskey? What? What's up? You got some words for the chat, man? What's up? Don't get silent now. You was just saying something. You got some words for the chat. Ow! Nobody asked you to nip, you little monster. Orange tabbies are a mess. You said now that it lived outside, it probably grew during that time, not confined in a small space. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. But yeah, no. According to the Evolution title, you got Jurassic Park. It has an alternate ending. You got Jurassic World. For all intents and purposes, it ends the same way. Cabot is able to finagle his way into convincing the, I don't know if it's the Costa Rican government, the U.S. government, or both, but he finagles his way with the help of Ian Malcolm, most likely, into not only building another park, but a whole set of parks on the island chain. But, um, according to the Claire DLC, and according to this game's, God, where is it at? According to this game's character database, because it says that it mentions the Lockwood incident somewhere on here, so we know that Fallen Kingdom still happened in a weird sense. But we also know that in the Claire DLC, you get the dinosaurs off, as many of them off the island as you can, and you actually take them to the Sanctuary Island. But it also basically says that while we were doing that, what's his name, dude with the glasses, and his team also were able to sneak some animals off the island onto the mainland. So Fallen Kingdom still happened somehow, and they still all get out. Now I'm trying to wonder what that means for the Indoraptor, because we make the Indoraptor separately of the Lockwood, from the whole Lockwood incident. In Claire Sanctuary, you don't even do anything with Lockwood there. You do, the Indoraptor shows up in Dr. Wu's thing. So maybe the Indoraptor doesn't show up in the Lockwood Manor, but Claire and Owen still, or maybe just Owen specifically, because I can't remember if he was even involved in the Claire Sanctuary DLC. Yeah, that's gonna take some weird finagling. Somebody died. The Mutadon died of old age. It dead. Actually, I want to see it. Does the little drone come and like pick it up? Let me see. Does he just like come and like? That drone's small as hell. He's just gonna come and just yeet. I still want to know what happened to the body. Oh wait, which body? Oh, look, little drone comes against it. They don't live very long. That's the sound it should have made. As the guy dragging it, it said, "Doo." The Indoraptor impaled on the Gujaceratops skull. You know what? That's a good question. And that was, I don't want to say it's left open-ended, but you could finagle, and you could finagle there, saying that you could do something with it. Honestly, I would have believed that the Scorpius Rex would have came from the Indoraptor. If that is what they went with, instead of Confrontation saying that it came from that was the precursor to the Indominus, I would have believed that more, because that sounds a lot more reasonable. Like they took the Indoraptor body, made another hybrid. Keep perpetuating the cycle. What's that little thing? The mechanism is that it that the girl pressed? No, that's a trash can. There's supposed to be a mechanism over here that she pressed too. Or is it on this walkway? No, what? Hold on. Hold on. Let's look on the walkways. Here. No, I don't see it. But it's supposed to be a switch either next to or by the walkway that's supposed to. Yeah, now scan it and get out of there. Interesting how they didn't. How did that? They didn't even go to the mask. But so was the Scorpius Rex a prototype? Yeah. According to Camp Cretaceous, the Scorpius Rex was a prototype to the Indominus. And Wu like cryogenically froze it because he deemed it a dangerous failure. Well, I'm calling it a dangerous failure, but he deemed it a failure. But it was a precursor to him eventually
Yeah,
getting
as
the
far as.
Indominus right. That
Mhm.
goddamn pug is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh
It's a
God.
fucking pug. I ain't gonna lie, I hate it for that exact reason. I'm like, why you look so goddamn ugly? Now imagine that your pug is also mean, but it's the Scorpius this time around. Wait, is the Scorpius even in this game? Like, I'm not gonna be fussed if it isn't. But is it in this game? This tells you just how much I don't use it that I don't even know if it's in the game or not. I mean, I don't think we're gonna find out this way because it's a locked campaign. So let's save this. It is okay. Well, you know what? That's the DLC, folks. Um, Tune in for some following streams on random park builds. We're gonna be dishing out some videos, you know, and I may be bringing back the lore of Jurassic World Evolution, the JWE lore. I think is gonna be coming back. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to Deck about it because I think I want to. I think I want to bring him in on it, like maybe him and Kirk, because it'll help to have some outside opinions to help formalize this on. So I'm gonna talk to him and Kirk about it and see if we can revamp it, and then how to revamp it. That way, you know, it's more engaging for you guys. But yeah, you know what? And until then, because I really don't know how to freaking end this stream. I was anticipating at least 2 hours of gameplay, but yeah, you know. So until then, like Ferris said, drink some water, hug your mother. Um, it's currently $1.50 in donations for Bookie ASMR. You get exactly 150 seconds of it, and you know what? I'm SKG. You guys are awesome. I'll be catching you all in the next one. He's out.